During World War II, the Americans tricked the German post office into delivering anti-German propaganda to German citizens through their own mail system. This psychological warfare operation was called Operation Corn Flakes because Germans generally received their mail when they were eating breakfast in the morning, and was carried out by the Office of Strategic Services, or the OSS, which was a precursor to the CIA. The plan was both very simple and very complex. The OSS forged 6 Pfennig and 12 Pfennig stamps, and then they had operatives handwrite 1.2 million letters and address those letters to German citizens that they pulled out of a phone book. They would stuff these envelopes with a letter from what was supposedly a long-lost friend, as well as anti-German propaganda encouraging Germans to give up their war efforts, because this was all conducted in 1945 after the fall of France from Nazi troops. The plan was to then stuff all of these letters into mail bags, and then when the Allies bombed either a mail train or a mail truck, these bags of counterfeit letters would be slipped into the wreckage so that they would be picked up and then forwarded by the German post office. The OSS did their homework and gave German POWs who had worked in the German postal system special privileges at POW camps so that they could get information about exactly what mail bags should look like, what kind of marking should be on the letters that were being sent, as well as how they should be addressed in order to ensure they would eventually get to the recipient. Over 320 mail bags were delivered during Operation Corn Flake, holding 3,800 letters apiece for a total of over 1.2 million pieces of counterfeit mail. There are still examples of Operation Corn Flakes that actually traveled through the German mail, and they can be seen here and here along with the enclosures of anti-German propaganda that they contained. The Americans even forged this propaganda stamp showing the leader of Germany with his face overimposed with a skull, and at the bottom the inscription that read Fuches Reich rather than Deutsches Reich. Deutsches Reich on the German stamps translates to German Empire, whereas Fuches Reich translates to Ruined Empire, along with this grisly image. All of these forged stamps, including both the 6 Pfennig and the 12 Pfennig, are highly collectible and desired by collectors, and are one of the few examples of counterfeit stamps that actually exceed the value of the stamps that they were trying to imitate. And in the end, it's a fascinating corner of World War II history as well as postal history, and shows just how far people are willing to go during wartime.